Make that. One who's there. Ah! Yeah, we're alive. Are you going in the roof?
Are you?
Yeah, we might chop down there.
Nah, kill. I'm coming up and coming after.
It can be back there, right?
Yeah.
Were you on the edge of your seat?
It's like a big bad real wide. Right now. Willow! William!
Wynyard. Oh, mate. Yeah, well, mate. It's been...
Fuck yes! Well, hello and welcome to the penultimate round of the NWFL. It's Olveston taking on Wynyard live from West Park, and haven't we got a beauty for you on the AFL Taz live stream? Bo Downham steering you through this hot game. It's a prelim final that hopefully will live up to the hype. Of course, these two teams played off in the week one of the finals. It was Ulverstone 13-11, 89 defeating Wynyard 6-8-44. And of course, back all the way in round 9, if you can cast your mind back to that far, I'm not sure if you can, but that was a draw. 13-9, 87 apiece. I remember calling that one. That was a fanatic finish at Ulverstone at the home ground. So a neutral venue playing host to the prelim today. We had a couple of prelims earlier. Penguin with a really, really good win, coming back from the clutches of death, really, and booking their ticket into the grand final. Olveston and Wynyard, one must go home, one will stay and hold on till next week. Well, face on Devonport up at Latrobe, will be there. Really looking forward to this one on the AFL Taz live stream. Of course, both teams have been pretty good all year. Ulverstone finished on second, Wynyard third. Only a game split them between the home and away season, so that'll be a really interesting contest, this one here at West Park. We've got a big, big game. Big couple of weeks of finals heading up on the AFL Taz live stream. Looking forward to seeing how probably Murphy Cohen goes. He was good last week, kicked a couple of snags. Although they lost last week, they still showed a little bit of fight towards that back end of the game against Devonport. Could have got real out of hand, but they chopped it back to 51, whereas Wynyard last week defeated Burnie by 26 points. That seemed like a real ugly game. Burnie kicking 2-10, so ultimately their kicking woes getting them out of the game as we start to shuffle into positions here at West Park. So really big weekend of football here in the States North. Big ruck battle around the ground. So it looks like it's going to be Marshall in there, and it's going to be the big number 29 and Bryce DeVries. It's a prelim final at West Park. We're nearly underway here for the first bounce of the ball. Olveston taking on Wynyard. One team cannot advance into next week. One must go home. It's a big final here at West Park, and we're happy to bring it to you as Marshall and DeVries settling the ruck. Marshall getting the tap down, just evading Kubicki. Coming through was Leif Heber. Bottom of the pack, spills out, kick towards half forward. High one, fisted from behind from Flanagan. Nice little pick up and go from the Cats. Right towards full forward, trying to pick it up now is Wolf. He's had a good year. Snap kick on goal for Leif Heber, nearly across the face. So first score of the day, going to Thomas Leif Heber. The former North Hobart player. As this one is brought back in by Bond. Dropping the mark was DeVries. Kick just got smothered by Leif Heber. DeVries had a bit to do mopping up at fullback, standing underneath it, juggling the mark was DeVries, couldn't quite tap it in. Nifty little tap on though it was, just being stripped of it now was Clark. Kubicki out now to DePoli, hand pass centre forward now to Bryce DeVries, and the long socks will see a ball up. So ripping it out of the ruck is Bryce DeVries. Kick towards DePoli. He's going to pick this one up and then hand pass it off to Lene. Just got stripped of it. And it might be a free kick going the way of the Cats. It will be going to Noah Fleming. So Fleming, high one down the line. Standing underneath it there was Flanagan. And he'll be stripped of it and holding the football the call. So Marley Bourne with ball in hands. Chips it out towards Keegan Weller. Keegan Weller. High one down the line. Fly from the side from Wolf. Bringing ball to ground now is Marshall. Hugging the boundary line it was, but it will be Wynyard's ball. So Marshall looking for the early settler for the Cats. Drives one inside forward 50. Fly from the side from Wolf. Bringing ball to ground now. Spilling out to Egger. Still battling at ground level is Bourne. Leafheber flicked the hand pass out. Weller instantly met. And we'll see the ball up deep inside forward 50. Tap down to Flanagan. Kicks to this outer side, just missing DePoli. So a good throw in it is. Tap down Marshall. Coming away with it now was McGurk. Hand pass into the middle of the ground. It was really dicey for DePoli. And it'll be caught. So hand pass off now. Chopped off though from the Robins. Still battling at ground level. Kick off from Hazelwood to DePoli. Back now to Blizzard. Sends one high inside the forward 50, but a strong mark taken from Sharman. Sharman to Kubicki. Kubicki at half back. Murphy Cohen hot on his tail, but he elects to go to this outer side. Checks his kick, but only as far as Jackson Blair and Blizzard, and now streaming from behind go the Robins. High kick inside forward 50, out the back, it's going to trickle out for Kelly! It's all the way there from home! First goal of the prelim final to the Robins. Don't think it was touched in the end. Just thumped that one inside forward 50. I think it might be Jonty DeVries. He gets the first. Not sure if we can go have one more look at that. Just of who kicked it. I think it is Jonty DeVries for the first of the afternoon in the grand final. And what a way to get your team underway. One straight goal to 0-1 as DeVries knocks this one out of the ruck. Leafheber hot on his tail. Still going was Fleming. High one inside forward 50, or towards there at least. Blizzard. Flanagan. William going, scrubby kick in the middle of the West Park. It might be chopped off though. Hand pass was good from Clemens towards half forward. Tracking this one down is Blair for two settlers. Sizing the goals up. Hooks it across the left face. Minus score. So Sharman. Kick into the pocket to Hodgetts. This kick just standing up in the breeze. Wolf nearly. Blizzard back. Flanagan chopped off. Boundary line the winner. Marshall. Spilt out by Bakes. High one inside the forward 50. Lands annoyingly if you're a Robins fan.
Yeah, he's kicked. Didn't you see he's kicked 50 goals this year? Like 65% of
Tapped down by Marshall. Boundary line again, so Olveston 117, 0-1-1 Wynyard. JMC NWFL preliminary final action live from West Park. Pleasure to have your company wherever you're watching from around the planet. A little bit of a scuffle behind play. Linane in there, as he so often does. Marshall pushed underneath it from DeVries. Free kick going the way of Billy Marshall. And passes it off to Hodgetts. Chip kick over the top, just missing Noah Fleming. So Marshall over the head of Fleming. Stripped of it there was Clemens. Ball spills out. Now to Bakes, who hand passes it further. Might get the 1-2 receive. He does. Dinky little left foot kick over the top. Was chopped off there from Todman. Big tackle laid there from Howard. And a ball up. Tap down DeVries. Lyons tackled. Good mark taken from Jonty DeVries. Good kick into the middle of the ground. Finds a teammate, Jordan Kelly. Off now to Justin Clark. Ball inside forward 50. Murphy Cohen flicked the hand pass back. Ethan Bond now with a dribbling ball inside forward 50. Just too hot for DePoli. Two-man tackle brought down by Hazelwood, and Oliver DePoli was Jameson Foreman. Marshall. Sharman. Ball across Linane. Bakes. Scrubby ball here. Linane still being a bit of a pest. Good all again. Dropping the ball there. Well up. Marshall. Kubicki, trickle to kick forward. Sits up okay though for a teammate. As they look to go out. With a big collision, DeVries, who got that first goal, chopped off, kick by Bakes, standing in the road, has a bit to do, flicked the hand pass back in search of Brasendale. Last line of defence stuff. Sharman persuades the ball to stay in and then kicks out wide towards Ren Smith. So Ren Smith down the line. Strong mark taken from Bourne. Bourne using the runner from behind. It was a good choice in the end, but the kick was a poor one. So chip kick now to DePoli. Looked inboard. Elected not to go there, but instead chipped one off to Clements. Just stagnating at the moment. The Robins looking for their next best option. Little bullet pass inside the forward 50. Socket off the ground. Kubicki, Brasendale off the hands of Drodds as he kicks it out wide. And now pricking it up is Foreman. Nearly crashing through was Leafheber. Foreman back now to Bakes, who scrubs the kick. Bourne's worked his way up the ground, tackle from behind, and now they might be able to run. Smith off now to Fleming. Leafheber back now to Fleming. Nearly taking the mark.
Oh, the hell yeah.
So, go out now to
Hey,
Jackson.
My phone was flat, so...
Wheeling and going with a high one inside forward 50. In the road might be Flanagan. Bounces nicely for him as they still apply the pressure. Wolf is in there. Bottom of the pack is McGurk. We'll see a ball up. As they ball this one up. Kick out. And now Blizzard sends one towards half forward. It's good to Michael Lenane. Sends one from outside 50. In fact, from the centre square, it just hits the post. Probably been all over Olveston to start this preliminary final off. So Sharman kicks towards the outer side. Fist from behind, nearly juggling the mark was Slasser. Attempted to persuade the umpire to give it to him. Stagnant start, only 1-2, play 0-1. Marshall. Hand pass off now. To a running target, but Flanagan stood in the road. Couldn't reel it in. Smith, or Fleming rather, was wheeled around. Lyons trying to track this one down. Body display was good.
Broom down the wing.
I don't even know. I wouldn't be able to run that.
First of all, Jaws is there. Straight there. There's Jaws.
What?
Yeah.
Tap down. Nearly from Howard. Leaf ever slapped it on the boot. Nearly spills out now. Lining the goals up is Hodgett. Sends it from a fair distance out. It's there! Wynyard on the ball. Back to a point.
Second of all, that bloke there in the penguin jumper. What did he say? Straight down there, the old boy. I don't know if you can see him. Laying down. When I was coming down, I'm going to
Make Forest win by 120 points next week.
said, oh, mate, place the fucking there. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. I heard you say that.
And then the Wynyard runner, you see the Wynyard runner come into the... Oh, he's like, you boys shut that door to the room when you're in there playing music and getting active.
We were standing at the door.
So Marshall with a tap down into the path of Lenane, socketed out of mid-air and out. Trickles inside the forward 50, had a fair bit of distance on that. And it'll trickle out of bounds.
It definitely wasn't that bloke, because I would have said no. It was that one with the hat.
It's the 8 number.
Yeah, it was that one.
So he was walking by.
Marshall.
Went a bit slow.
Lenane, Kubicki. Underground hair pass to himself, just got chopped off. DeVries at the bottom of the pack. Coming over the top of him was Bakes. All the heavy hitters of AFL Taz in the background.
No. How much he's going to lose for next one? Because like obviously getting bought a
Umpire crosses himself. We'll toss this one back up.
Yeah, we'll probably in Latrobe.
I'll pick you up if you want.
So Marshall. Pringle was caught holding the ball.
Oh, yeah, you might get dropped.
No. You don't train on one of the
So it'll be going the way of DeVries.
Meanwhile, Toby got dropped. Toby got dropped 2 weeks ago.
Awkward ball drop, but sits it out okay in front, and coming from in front was Kelly.
He's a hard You know what he was in for tape? Huh? What was tape playing for? He's going to say some magic as well.
So Kelly lining up for Olveston seconds.
I'll start the game.
He actually did all right today. That little kick into the middle where there was two of them there, this little chip. It was like 5.
Jordan Kelly.
And they kicked a goal off it. That was not your fault. There was two of them there and they can't sort it.
Good looking ball strike. It's straight over the goal umpire's hats. They get their second of the prelim final, Ulverstone. And they just extend their lead a tad.
I'm being dead set.
That was in the third quarter.
Like you dropped back, both of them just fucking went opposite way, and then you almost went it. But
What did you just get a 50 for? What happened? Was someone mouthing or?
and they run them past too close, yeah. And everyone down there was fast.
He would have missed.
Missed it, yeah.
That other one. Lucky that happened.
I can talk, but I don't even know if I can think fully straight.
Oh well, a couple of beers and a couple of smokes.
Down. And umpire blows the whistle. Marshall. We're really dangerous if they can get there next week. DeVries.
Oh, for your award, yeah. That's fine, good to get that. You're sure.
Tap down. And umpires plucked a free kick going to Braden DeVries. Another one inside the arc, but strong grab taken from Sharman. Being good in defence, he's had a really good year. Has Bo Sharman. Off now to a teammate in Smith. He sends one long down the line, fist from behind. Umpire has plucked a free kick to Leafheber. Leafheber's high one inside. Nearly taken in by Flanagan. Apologies for the commentary from the mic. We're trying to get that sorted out for you. Leafheber flicks it off. Kubicki can run open. Fires for home. Sends it in the direction right on the teeth. Nearly making it all the way there. Wolf was last line. And Olveston come away with it.
Oh, yeah. Who was it again? Wait, what game were you saying? Then go
Tap over the back of Clemens. Flicks it off to Linane. Stabbing pass inside forward 50. Murphy Cohen might just sit for the big fella. In fact, it won't.
Just to say who's the top dog, What's time? Yeah, because the country hasn't stopped drinking beer since they won.
So throwing now, Marshall winning front position. Linane coming through. DeVries got tackled instantly by Bakes.
I was thinking that quick and high too, actually. No, Kempy's moving away.
Marshall, he's been good. DeVries, Bakes.
So I don't know who I'll...
Just got stripped and then umpire plucked a free kick. Can't really hear the whistles of the umpires today. Strong breeze up at West Park. Out of the ruck, DeVries flick the hand pass off to another one. There's so many DeVries out there as they go inside forward 50. Fist from behind from Wolf. Dangerous area, but Drodds does well to usher it over. Sharman now.
Ben Greenhill, Callan Hall, who else?
Sharman to Drodds. They go into the back pocket. We're still trying to shut these blokes up. Unfortunately, Bourne and Wolf happy to see this one over the line. So a good start for Olveston. 7 points in it as it stands at the moment.
Number 8 is Lucas.
Tap down from DeVries from behind. Spills into the path now of Brasendale. He gets stripped. Leafhammer gets dug into the turf instantly. A free kick going the way of Michael Linane. Holds them up professionally, does Lee Febber. Lets everyone flood back, and then Linane persuades him to hand it back. Linane, chip kick into the path for Kelly. Already got one as he flicked it off to Linane. Murphy Cohen in the goal square. Tapped over by Drods.
Mate, pack, get down here, Joe. This is one fucking prelude. Mate, pack, get out.
Kick out now to Foreman. Chipped into the path of Hodgetts. High up and under, fist from out.
Oh, you just watching the footy in the shed tonight or what?
Yeah, I will, mate. Just a quiet one. So if you're gonna fucking carry on, don't come out.
You got work tomorrow? Yeah, I'm not having any drinks. Riley doesn't have his wallet unless we go to Devonport and get it.
As we toss it back in.
Nah, we'll come there.
These guys are about to put me out of a job, I reckon. All the bright ideas they're coming up with.
Send us a picture.
Pretty hard to miss the camera, I would have thought, but anyway, tap down, Marshall. Off now in front of Smith, still going with a hand pass. It was over to Flanagan, chopped off, and then into the path of DeVries, who gets ripped. So Marshall over the top, Foreman, hot contested. Prelim final here. 8 points it is. Tunnel ball over. Kicked out though. So chip pass over to Fleming. As he goes inside forward 50 now. Fist from behind. Flanagan coming through, tight along the boundary. Jackson sizes them up just across the face of goal. And now they might be able to run away with it. Olveston, high one down this commentary side wing. Kelly coming back with the flight. Kelly with a corridor kick. It was really dicey. It was laced with risk. Weller, or rather Egger. Kick got smothered from Pringle. On all fours as they look to track it forward now. Wynyard, umpires called a free kick. Going the way of Zach Hazelwood. Shifts it out across now to Bond.
What? Yeah, well, this is the mic, I think. There you go.
Bond. In the road though was Clemens.
Of him watching the live stream says we could hear you. So we're right next to the mic.
No, he can't.
Must be able to.
Clemens with a high one inside forward 50 now into the path, but Sharman coming back. And yes, we can hear you lads. We'd actually love it if he could move away. No one wants to.
Me chicken burger on the mat. What is on?
Obviously the cameraman's just standing there like a statue, not doing anything about it. So Sharman. Tap down from Slatter. DeVries.
What the kind of commentator we use, mate?
There's no way.
Stop that now, that's what he said.
So DeVries take a shot. Potentially from outside 50. So we can still hear fellas going. Don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. So DeVries looks like he's going to torp it. Maybe not just the awkward ball drop. Lead me to believe that it's right towards the teeth and misses everything.
Or maybe because we're talking so loud, but
So Sharman, as we tick into 25, nearly 26 minutes gone in quarter one of the prelim. Big fist from Slatter. So good tap down from Zane Slatter. Coming through there was October. Do it all again. Umpire's going to toss this one back in. Gets on with it quickly. Good throw in it was. It's Marshall in front position into the path of Weller. Just got stripped of it, and then they send them inside forward 50, but the siren's just going to elude them as a really contested first quarter has been completed. 2-4-16 to 1-2-8. It is an 8-point margin going the way of the Olveston Robins. We'll take our first break. As a little bit of fiery interaction hops on here at Olveston. We'll take our first break. It's currently Olveston by 8. Nice little pick up and go from the Cats. Right towards full forward. Trying to pick it up now is Wolf. He's had a good year. Snap kick on goal for Leafhammer, nearly across the face. So first score of the day going to Thomas Leafhammer. Murphy Cohen hot on his start, but he elects to go to this outer side. Checks his kick, but only as far as Jackson Blair and Blizzard, and now streaming from behind go the Robins. High kick inside forward 50, out the back, it's going to trickle out for Kelly! It's all the way there from home! First goal of the prelim final to the Robins. Middle of West Park, it might be chopped off though. Hand pass is good from Clemens towards half forward. Tracking this one down is Blair for 2 Settlers. Sizing the goals up, hooks it across the left face, minus score. And now Blizzard sends one towards half forward. It's good to Michael Linane. Blizzard sends one towards half forward. It's good to Michael Linane. Sends one from outside 50. In fact, from the centre square, it just hits the post.
Straight there. That's yours. What? Yeah.
Tap down. Nearly from Howard. Leafhammer slapped it on the boot, nearly spills out now, lining the goals up is Hodgett, sends it from a fair distance out, it's there! Wynyard on the ball, back to a point. Jordan Kelly.
That was not your fault. There was 2 of them there and they can't sort it.
Good looking ball strike, it's straight over the goal umpire's hats. They get their second of the prelim final, Ulverstone. Commentary from the mic. We're trying to get that sorted out for you. Leafhammer flicks it off. Kubicki can run open. Fires for home. Sends it in the direction right on the teeth. Nearly making it all the way there. Wolf was last. Out of the ruck, DeVries. Flick the hand pass off to another one. There's so many DeVries out there as they go inside forward 50. Fist from behind from Wolf. Dangerous area, but Drods does well to...
Quality, mate. I think it was right. He had no complaint.
So as we get ready to move into the second quarter, we might have moved our mic as well. So hopefully we're not getting the coaching of the of the fans in the background there. That was a tad, maybe a tad's too nice of a word. It was just plain annoying. Anyway, we're all set, ready to go. 2-4 plays 1-2. So Marshall with the tap down into the path though, as Marshall just got bombed with the ball into the face. Marshall flicks it over. Air pass was good. Fleming torped one inside forward 50. Fist from behind was good. Ball now to Kubicki, dancing around, broke a couple of tackles. Got the hand pass. Retreated it back now to DeVries, and they might be off the Robins. Into the path now of Todman. Standing in the road there was Drods. To Sharman. Into the path of Egger. High one. Wolf from behind! So Josh Wolf. So Josh Wolf now is looking to bring them back to 2 points here at West Park. The kick, he's pretty good. He middles it. On the board is Josh Wolf. On the board for the second quarter is Wynyard. So it was a good mark from behind, and then he kicked a gun barrel straight. So back to 2 points, 2-4-16, plays 2-2-14. Here on the AFL Taz live stream. So here we go. Back into the centre. Marshall off to the advantage of Bakes. Coming away with it though, the Robins, as they kick towards half forward. Nearly odd, juggling it with Slatter. Didn't quite reel it in. In fact, it was Clemens who bombs one from outside 50 to the Murphy Cohen direction. Drods holding him well, circuit off the ground from Kelly. Free kick to Wynyard. And pass off to Sharman. Ugly ball out of defence. Flanagan's been really important as he flicks it off. Fist from Foreman, did well. Hazelwood's tackle couldn't be stuck as Blair. Murphy Cullen just over the head of him. Tracking it down now is DePoli. And we'll see a throw in deep inside forward 50 now for the Robins. Tap down from DeVries. As they go out now, Blizzard. His hand pass in the road to Poley. Blizzard, the tackle. Jeez, we're good for him as well. As Hazelwood takes a strong mark. Hazelwood, chip kick over the top. So long one down the line it is. Murphy Cullen might have got pushed. In fact, it'll be a free kick to Wynyard. Sharman been really good for them in this game already. Bo Sharman down the line, just over the head of Dawson as it's socketed towards goal. It's going to trickle across and land outside. So a bit of a boring game. First quarter and now into the second. Only 4 goals. Dawson taps it down. Strong tackle from Wolf on DeVries. Do it all again. Wolf trapping in as Hodgetts. Tap down Wolf. Dawson was in there. Kibiki coming through with pace. Wolf just grabbed it out. He snapped it and it's going towards all the way for home. Josh Wolf. Brilliantly done. That's his second of the day. He just got it on the boots. Nicely done. And the first of the second term going the way of Wynyard. Have a look at this on the replay. Just ripped it out, said, that's mine. Nicely done from Josh Wolf. And they get the lead now, Wynyard. 3 points it is. 2-5, plays 3-2. Back into the centre. Trapped up though was Justin Clark. Heavy number for a vice captain, 57. Tap down, DeVries. Taken in the tackle was Blair. Oh, sorry, it wasn't Blair, it was Quayle, the skipper. Tap down. And kick got away, but umpire had already blown the whistle at that point. So it's a prelim final that is hot and contested. He probably couldn't pick a side at the moment. DeVries, centres one. Hazelwood, fist from behind was good. Hazelwood still trying to track it down. Falls into the lap now of Clemens. He gets taken in a really strong Hodgetts tackle. Marshall fists it out from Egger. Leaf Heber running onto it. Danced around. Broke stride. Hand pass it off. Lyons got trapped. Hand pass forward from Jackson. Last line of defence now is DeVries. Slapping it onto himself. Sits it out for Jordan Quayle. Might have got taken without it. Jackson. Hand pass off. Flicks it to Bond. His kick was turned over to Joe Pringle. Pringle flicks it off. Sharman with a really scrubby kick forward. It wasn't good, and Dawson lays a good tackle on Howard. Umpire let it go for a bit there, and then he'll eventually circle. It took a really long time to call that. Get the umpire in control. Howard out of the ruck, rips it. Kubicki scrapped at the bottom of the ground level. Howard out of the ruck. He does well. He slaps it onto the right boots. Second goal of the term going the way of Wynyard. Howard gets in on the act. Nicely done. Got it out. And that's a 9 points. So just try and sneeze there. Eventually got it out in the end, but anyway, Howard, really good ball. Marshall, silver service down to Leafever on the move. He flicks the hand pass off. Kubicki playing forward. He slaps it further afield to Fleming. And Blair will be taking in the tackle. Roundabout now. Olveston started pressing hard in that first term. Marshall, kick forward now for Fleming. Sits it out in front of Wolf. Into the lap though of McGurk. Fires one out towards Flanagan. Hugged the boundary line. In fact, hugged it too far with Liam Flanagan. Good looking throw. Howard, Kubicki. Off now to Pringle. Fired. Sets it for Blair. In the hole. 2-5 plays 4-2 on the AFL Test scoreboard. Blair. In front though, it's Pringle having a real impact. He's past maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Pringle. Fires one inside forward 50, just over the head of Howard. Might spill out to Kobe Jackson. Kubicki, tied along the boundary. Don't tell me! Wow-wee, Karen Kubicki! From the tightest of angles. Have a look at this. That might be goal of the year, really. Just off one step. Liked it instantly off the boot. And fair enough, coming off for a spell, he's been impactful. I think he said, how about that, baby? Why not? That was an extraordinary goal. In the prelim final as well. So Olveston on the back foot, a touch now. Pringle tracking it down, he's been really good. Pringle flicks the hand pass off. Fleming instantly met though. So a tap down there from Marshall. Going towards the forward half now for Ulverstone. It'll be a ball up. Marshall. Off now. Which is to Weller. Just dropping it though was Bakes, or rather Bourne. DeVries with a low bullet pass inside. Yuck. And trickles out. Goal from Kubicki. That'll definitely be having a run at half time on the highlights package. An extraordinary goal. Good throw from the umpire. Marshall. Socket off the deck there from Leafever. Flanagan. At all fours with Slatter. Spiralling ball inside forward 50 over the head of Howard. Dawson's got a bit to do. Wolf coming to track him down. Throw up. Slatter. High tackle, or maybe just over the shoulder in the ruck contest was Howard. Slatter getting this one. Looking for his next best option. Big man just bustles a kick out towards the centre wing. Over the head. Lines crashing through. Hand pass from Clemens. Pressure enormous now from the Cats. Really starting to get going now as Wynyard. Marshall in the ruck. Lyons persuades it from outside 50. Right towards Flanagan. Boundary line beats them. So Howard now, just hearing there's a really strong wind to the left of screen. So I'd assume maybe that the right end of screen would not be the kicking end. It'd be really hard to kick into. Dawson, Lions, Wolf, ushered over from Blair. So this end is the scoring end, and they're making do with that at the moment. The Cats. So Blair with ball in hand, the vice captain. 9-9 to Bond. Hurdles a kick over to Slatter. Now to Kelly. Stagnant ball movement, trapped in at the moment. Kelly off to Blair. Back now to Bond. What's the next move for the Robins? It's Bond. Fires one down the wing. The Bryce, oh, he's lonesome. This one being Bryce as he drives one towards Murphy Cohen, who had a couple of bites of it. Took the mark. Instantly goes back. Just to bring it back to 10. Important goal. Goals flowing this term. 3 in the quarter going the way of the Cats. Olveston looking for their first of the term. And who else to do it than Luke Murphy-Cohen? He stabs at it and he gets it into the breeze. Really important goal for Olveston. Murphy-Cohen makes sure it goes through. He gets his first of the day. (3-5) plays 5-3, 10 points in it here at West Park. Even rucked at. Marshall had the last laugh. Linane bombs it inside forward 50. Sharman, good mark on Kelly. So swings and roundabouts this game. Olveston taking the first quarter by storm, and now Wynyard doing the exact same thing. Has a good mark taken by Tommy Leafheber. Looking to go forward. High one it is. Out the back, Dawson. Spilling out now, Lions. Ground level ball. Wolf out of the ruck, Dawson, Leafheber's being really impactful. Quayle was the target, over-ended there was Fleming. Wolf, hand pass was good there. Bonds, umpire really late on the whistle. So Wolf out of the ruck, gains some valuable mileage, and then as it trickles out, bounds. Bond happy to see it over into the bike track. Everyone out on their feet this quarter. It's been so contested. Prelim final weekend here in the Northwest. Dawson slapping it on, turning it around, Kobe Lions! Four second-term goals to Wynyard, if you don't mind. So 16 points it is. Olveston only with 1 goal this term. Marshall, Kubicki kicked an enormous goal. Broke stride. Oh, isn't he good? He flicks the hand pass, but it was recovered. But a good smother led them to go forward again. Cricker with the pressure. How good has it been? It's finals football. Wolf from the side. Spills out now. Jackson. Tony Jackson gets in on the act. It's a second quarter blitz. Look at the smother from the skipper and Fleming. Just the pressure. Haven't been able to withstand it at all, Olveston. They've been on the back foot as Flanagan comes off. He's an important piece. Just that wrist, it looks like, or that arm. He's a big story. Pleasure to have your company wherever you're watching from around the planet on the AFL Tas live stream. Marshall. DeVries, long socks, taking in the tackle, pleading for holding the ball. Blizzard, oh, there's 2 and 3 going at them at once. Lenane met. Wynyard's pressure game is on point. Marshall, Fleming, Lenane, spiking it forward. DeVries at the bottom of the pack for Ulverstone will be let up. And we'll see it all again. Well, that's not a good sign. Marshall off the hands of Smith. DeVries coming through like a bullet train. Both of them are. In fact, this one is Jonty. Yeah, after's going. Of course, these two teams met in the first week of finals. Olveston gave them a touch-up. Apart from that, they've been even this year. Even the draw in round 9, as Egger has ball in hand, the skipper sends it long inside 50. Fly from Bakes, bringing ball to ground. Bottom of the pack now is Clark, and we'll see a ball up. This game is just notched up a level. So Howard out of the ruck. Clark, it spills out. Smith got trapped immediately. Blair at the bottom. Made the tackle. Howard try to trickle it out with bounce. When you can play like this, they'll go deep into the grand final if they make it next week, I reckon. Of course, Devonport not been defeated this year, but this pressure is enormous. Look at how many they're getting to the ball character. Dawson fires out to Blair. It got taken and they called advantage. So Blair trickles one as coming through was Fleming. The captain's been enormous for them this term. Trapping it in is October. Marshall, DeVries, sits it out, Bakes, Blair. Look at how many they're bringing. This pressure is enormous. Egger working really tightly. DeVries happy to see this over. 23 minutes gone into this second term. Olveston have the edge at present moment. 22 points it is. 3-5 to 7-3. This one will be recalled. Marshall. Wasn't a great throw-in as Blizzard comes away with it. Remember, they're kicking into the wind now, the Robins, so this will be difficult. Murphy Cohen, this is good from Jod. He's held him accountable this game. Nicely done from Brazenell. Lions flick the hand pass over the top to Weller as they run inside forward 50. Kubicki, don't tell me he's going to do it again. He doesn't. Instead, he fires the hand pass off to Weller, who sits it up, fly from behind from Howard. Dawson takes a really strong mark inside defensive 50 for the Robins. Umpire calls play on. Dawson Neil taking mark, it was for Clements. Clemens ushers one down the line, fist from behind from Weller. Marshall fired it up, Drods. Pringle, he's been really good this quarter as Pringle as they soccer it forward now. Was born with a strong tackle. They've just been all over them this term, have the Cats. And a substantial lead it is, because kicking into the wind will be hard next quarter. They drifted out to 20 points at half-time. That'll be really beneficial as Wolf comes from behind. It spills out to Lyons. He kicked a miraculous goal. Howard, Smith, DeVries, Pringle, Bourne. They go again. High one from Weller. Sits it up for Dawson. Crumbing the pack was Bond. Fires it out to Blizzard. Danced around and then went to Linane. Has some time and space. Runs in the middle of West Park. One bounce, two bounces. He trickles one forward. Sits it out now in front of October. Has a bit to do. Does Toro October. What a brilliant name as they fire it up. It really doesn't even go 15 metres. And up by adjudicated that perfectly. Knew where the boundary was. Did Cameron Drods play the dimensions brilliantly. And we'll see a throw in. Either Ruckman getting it tapped down. Banks fisted it out of there. Blizzard's going to mop this one back in centre field. Sits it off now as they trickle one inside forward 50. Of course, no Flanagan at the moment. Murphy coming over on it. And then they fired it out by Johns, who might be coming back in by way of Ethan Bonds. So Bonds switches it across the face. Kick was laced with brisk. It was over the head of Jackson Blair, but might just make it work out on his trusty left foot as the siren goes. October takes the mark. He says, I'm going to go have a shot for goal. He's only joking. And what a quarter that was. It was Wynyard on the front foot. 22 points the margin here. 5 second-term goals to the Cats, to Olveston's 1. It is a 22-point lead here at half-time. Your goal kickers, Josh Wolf with 2, Jackson Kubicki with that extraordinary goal. We'll see that in a second, I'm sure. Our producer will put that Kubicki goal up in a minute. Howard and Lyons with singles. Singles going to Murphy Cohen, DeVries and Kelly. I want to have a look at this Kubicki goal, so we're going to play some highlights. We'll take our major break here on the AFL Taz live stream. 22 points the margin here at West Park. Into the path of Egger, high one. Wolf from behind! Is looking to bring them back to 2 points here at West Park. The kick, he's pretty good. He middles it. On the board is Josh Wolf. On the board, didn't quite reel it in. In fact, it was Clemens who bombs one from outside 50 to the Murphy Cohen direction. Drods holding him well, circuit off the ground from Kelly. And in is Hodgetts. Tap down Wolf. Dawson was in there. Kubicki coming through with pace. Wolf just grabbed it out. He snapped it and it's going towards all the way for home. Josh Wolf. Brilliantly done. That's his second of the day. Just Marshall. Fists it out from Egger. Leaf Heber running onto it. Danced around. Broke stride. Hand passed it off. Lyons got trapped. Hand pass forward from Jackson. Last line of defence now is DeVries. Slapping it onto himself. Sits it out for Jordan Quayle. Liney got taken without it. Jackson. Hand pass off. Flicks it to Bond. His kick was turned over to Joe Pringle. Pringle flicks it off. Kubicki. Scrapped at the bottom of the ground level. Howard out of the ruck, he does well, he slaps it onto the right boots. second goal of the term going the way of Wynyard. Real impact. He's past maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Pringle fires one inside forward 50, just over the head of Howard. Might spill out to Kobe Jackson. Kubicki, tied along the boundary. Don't tell me! Wowee, Callum Kubicki! Be the kicking end. Be really hard to kick into. Dawson, Lyons, Wolf, ushered over from Blair. For Robbins, it's Bond. Fires one down the wing. The Fry's not he's lonesome. This one being Bryce as he drives one towards Murphy Cohen, who had a couple of bites of it. Took the mark, looking for their first of the term. And who else to do it than Luke Murphy Cohen? He stabs at it and he gets it into the breeze. Really important goal for Olveston. Murphy, everyone out on their feet this quarter. It's been so contested. Prelim final weekend here in the northwest. Dawson slapping it on, turning it around. Kobe Lyons! So only with one goal this term. Marshall, Kubicki, who kicked an enormous goal. Broke stride. Oh, isn't he good? He flicks the hand pass, but it was recovered. But a good smother led them to go forward again. Pringle with the pressure. How good has it been? It's finals football. Wolf from the side. Spills out now. Jackson. Tony Jackson gets it again. He doesn't. Instead, he fires the hand pass off to Weller, who sits it up. Fly from behind from Howard. Dawson takes a really strong mark inside defensive.
At the JFC NWFL, we take pride in our community, our passion for the game, and the spirit of fair play. Let's make every match a positive and enjoyable experience for everyone. If you see antisocial behaviour, don't ignore it. Call it out. Show respect for our players, umpires, and fellow fans. Together, we create a safe, welcoming environment where everyone can enjoy the game. Play your part. Show respect. Now let's make this season one to remember. Enjoy the JFC NWFL footy.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we've got here in West Park, we're making the finals, current game, Olveston. We'd like to thank our sponsors this year, our major sponsor, JFC, final sponsor, Hard Boys, Tasmania. We'd like to thank the Road Safety Advisory Council, Econ, CUB and Asahi Beverages, Jackson Care, 7AD, 7BU, CSM, Murdoch Mortgage Fund, IGA Tasmania, Summit Physiotherapy, Sabu Joiners, Cradle Mountain Joiners, Impress Group, Ulverstone Group, the Code Tasmania, and Northwest Trophy House. Thank you to those sponsors.
So, welcome back to West Park, where we currently looking at a pretty good game here at West Park. 22 points the margin it is to the Wynyard Cats. We're out here looking to make a grand final. Should be a cracking second half here of NWFL football. Of course, they made that grand final last year, I believe, the Cats, and they fell short. Looking to rectify that as they go back into the middle now. Quails going hard at ground level. It was a 10-point margin last year in that grand final at Latrobe. They're primed and ready for finals football. The Cats, although Olveston kicking to the wind of their back. Big tackle from Jackson. Blizzard flicks it off. DeVries sets it off. Clark for the perfect start. Nicely done. Justin Clark did really well. Yeah, so that was a really good start there from Clark. Did brilliantly in the end. And now they get their first of the term, brings it back to 13 points. Well, not 13 rather. Dawson's in there. DeVries, Kelly, bombs one inside forward 50, sets it out! Oh, DePoli couldn't quite bring it in. 16 points, I should say. Throwing deep inside forward 50. Marshall, DePoli off the boot. Threw across the line there from Drods. Knew what he was doing. So Sharman brings this one back in with that booming left boot. He hasn't had quite the impact with the kicks today as Sharman drills it. Wolf off the hands. He's had a bounce before that anyway though. So high one inside forward 50. Murphy Cullen presents from behind. Standing in the road was Drods. Ground level shoveling it forward there. See another throw in. So tap down into the path for Kubicki. Well up. Hodgetts Got stripped, still going now. Umpire didn't call it. He did eventually, and October is going to have a shot. Torre. Libba. So Torre October has the chance to narrow the margin down now to 9. And kick the first 2 goals of this third term. Torre October, big kick on the left, sizes it up, it's just across the face. Sharman, kick was laced with risk, into the path of Blizzard, wheeling and going, centres the ball off now to DeVries. Braden it is. He'll bomb one from outside 50. It'll take all his might. It's swinging. Oh, it's just hit the post. Would have brought the house down here. 4 goals, 8. Sharman to Kubicki. Having a stellar game is Callum Kubicki. Into the pocket now for Foreman. Foreman just misses with the kick. Marshall in there to Poley. Got the hand pass out. Bakes. Now the pressure from Olveston's good. Tackle away from Kelly. Real strong pressure displayed. John barreled the ball into the centre of the ground. Coming out to meet it now again. As they go forward from Hazelwood, standing underneath the draws. This is Dicey. At the bottom of the pack is McGurk.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's 3 cars in the car park that are blocking other people in now. Still that silver Ford Escape A66B8, but also a blue Nissan.
Tap down, Marshall Murphy coming across the left shoulder.
NM, a blue Nissan H91NM, you're watching somebody here, and a white Hilux Ute FE5949, a white Hilux Ute. Blocking someone in the car park behind the grandstand. Thank you.
Sharman. Hearing the announcement there, if you're blocking in someone. Marshall off the hands. Quayle turned it over, the hand pass. Bourne further back now to Smith, or Fleming. He fires one down the line, just off the hands of Weller. Pressure displayed was good there from Hazelwood. Barreling in, Weller, Leaf Heber. Bombed the ball down the line. Back of the pack though is DeVries. Bryce DeVries. How many of these damn DeVrises are there? Quayle. Fires one and sits it up nearly perfectly for Linane. Had to track it back in, but at that stage it was too late as Hodgetts was hot on his tail. So tap down into the path of Linane. As he's firing up a little bit here. Lefebvre. He'll send him down the line as Thomas Lefebvre as the fight still goes. Want to actually see the action. Off the hands of Dawson. Still going. Quayle now going off to Clemens, trapped immediately from Lefebvre, and now the Cats might be rolling and pouncing. Off now to Wolf, kick was too hot, did well, recovered, sends him out from outside 50 into the Eggers! Diving mark from Sharon Eggers, good. Hasn't kicked one yet. Sharon Egger, the skipper. To get their first of the third term, just to extend that lead out to 19. Need this one. Sharon Egger in the prelim final, the skipper. They need a captain's goal right now. Just to fire him up a touch in this third term, he swings it across the face. He doesn't even have the distance in the end. It's DeVries, ushers it over. So tap down, Howard still going at ground level. Blair laying a tackle on him. And free kick going the way of him. Brandon Howard. So Howard now running around the arc of 50, sends this one on its merry way. And across again. So DeVries brings this ball back in. To Poley. Off. Linane. Ball back in, DeVries. Wade Murphy with a mark. Murphy to Bakes. Nearly not the required 15 as he stabs one forward. Put his teammate Fleming under a whole heap of pressure. Lee Feather sees this one over the boundary line. So Marshall, Blair, they're kicking into the wind. The Robins, they really need to take advantage of this wind. If they're going to be any part of this game, they've got to kick out into it in the next quarter. They need to take advantage of this as Quayle slung. Murphy. Tap down, 15 points. Should be 31. Tap down, Hazelwood in there, tapping it on, Bourne. After still happening here. On a tackle. To Zane Slater, or Slatter. Slater bombs it. Maybe a bit too much on it, or a nifty little tap on there for Todman will keep it in. So tap in. Marshall it was. Bakes just threw it out. The Pringle is caught cold. Wanted to play on, but Torrey October will try fire it in as he does now. High up and under. Murphy Cohen hanging out the back. It just dances into the pocket of him around the corner. Sharman will bring it in. Drilling ball. Flicked on there from McGurk. Hot hands was too hot in the end for Weller. 4-9-33, plays 7-4, 46, Olveston 33, Wynyard 46, 13-point margin here at West Park. Tap down from Slatter. Free kick going the way of the Ruckman. Big kick, they need this one. Olveston need to make the most of their opportunities. Kick into this left side. So Slatter hasn't kicked one yet. Needs to really bang this home and give them a bit of hope. He sends it on its way from outside 50. Across the face. So 4-10. Will that really cost them come the final siren? Sharman's kicking's been really hit and miss today. Bakes off now to Wade Murphy. Good mark. I should say good name rather, not mark, because they nearly mark it off the hands of Lions. Clark flicks it into Quayle. Quayle now off to DePoli, who fires from outside 50, right to a 2-on-1. Blair fists it over the top. Murphy Cohen trying to track it down. And spill out of play. So still going at ground level. Wagger or Egger. Pringle at the bottom of the pack. It's wrapped up. Blair. Good ball. Marshall out the back. Dawson flicked it over. This might be a chance. Todman will run in and miss again. That's costly. 4-11. That will probably come back to haunt them. As they drive it out of fullback by way of Sharman. Wolf from the side, bringing it to ground level. Kubicki still hunting it as they hand pass. The chain is good. Bakes sets it out. 3 Robins to 2 Cats, but they still pounce on the Boys. Thought he was going to call a hold on the ball there. What to say? So Marshall in this preliminary final, it's really Egger battling away. Wolf gets wrapped up by Clark. Pressure from both teams has been enormous, particularly Wynyard in that second. Marshall, Foreman. Dawson out of the ruck. October. Now to Clark. His kick is good to Blair. What a spare back inside defensive 50 though. You can see Sharman marshalling the troops, so he can't go big. But instead he goes to Murphy Cohen on the lead. So the big fella looking for it. Murphy Cohen lining up for goal number 2. This will take something. This will really bring the house down as they kick into the wind, and he gets it! Back to 6 points here.
You won't do anything! Good job!
Yeah, it's definitely clear. It's definitely 40.
They took 1 point off.
So still going now to Poley. Kick towards our forward as we get it sorted here in the producer studio. Track Picking it up is October. Firing a hand pass out. Now to Clemens, who drills one from outside. 50! Back to even. Clemens with a big bomb. We are back to even here at West Park. Marshall, Dawson, Egger took the advantage, built one inside forward 50, coming out with it. Nicely done from Hazelwood to mop it up at fullback. Kick is good. Oh, turned over from Pringle as they go now to DeVries. DeVries goes inside and hits up Kelly. Not too sure what they were. Apologies for that. Jordan Kelly kicked one in the first term. Marshall coming off a little bit sore. So Kelly is going for home. This to get the lead. They haven't got it since the last term, and Kelly fires it. We've got a cracker here at West Park. Apologies for the technical sounds there. So they've hit the front now. Back into the middle as Egger fires one towards our forward, proving that the left-hand screen side is well and truly the kicking end. Egger sets it out in front of Smith. Oh, Hodgetts. Howard's going to take a kick from here. Howard. High one inside forward 50. From behind. Ebbs and flows in this game. Josh Wolf. Kick two. Runs the arc and then sets it on its way, and he kicks it to the top of the square off the hands of Bourne. Hand pass flicked out now to John D. DeVries. Still battling. Lions kick one miraculous goal earlier. He's trapped in. Dawson. Big tackle. So Quayle with ball in hand. This one is really heating up. It's hot. As they kick it down the line, but Mark taken. Jameson Foreman chips it off to Kubicki. One of their best, if not the best. Kubicki back to Foreman. They've just got rid of a 22-point deficit here, and they've plussed it, so 26 points this term. Off now to Bakes. Olveston pressing hard. Sits up in the wind. High kick over the top of the left shoulder of Hodgetts. Bond, been good. And standing in the road is Murphy. It'll be really dangerous and really intriguing to see how this last term goes with Wynyard kicking to the breeze at their back. It was a big toss to win, really, in the context of it. So Bonds, Crumming, strong tackle from Fleming. Bottom of the pack is Egger. Ball up. Tap down Dawson, DeVries, Quayle, and out of Lanane. His kick got smothered, might be turned over. Bourne with a big bump, battling it hard at ground level was Clark. Centering ball forward there from DeVries, just off the hands of Bake. Bakes does well with that left foot kick, but it grumbles out of bounds. Throwing the call. Big tap in to win. Kick out now to Bourne. Another throw in. Moves towards half. Centre wing. Have a repeat stoppage. 7-10 plays 7-4, 46. Tap down Bourne. Driven into the turf is Clark. Another throw in. So when you're looking to make back-to-back grand finals, currently on the back foot, 26 points this quarter to Olveston as Kubicki comes away with it from the stoppage. He trickles it out and just sets in the West Park grass as flying through is Jackson. Lyons sizes it up, but only Robbins back there. Bond with the mark. Runners getting in the way. Sets a task out for Big bump from Bakes. Heap of feeling in this one. So Dawson, Lanane, Dawson, siren sounds. 26 points that term. They gave up a 22-point lead to the Cats. Danger signs and alarm bells are ringing as Marshall looks really proppy, the big man. They need him out there. It's a prelim final. One team must go home. 2 points it was that split them earlier, and now it splits out to 6 points. Goal kickers, Kobe Jackson, Kubicki, Josh Wolf with 2, Hodgetts, Howard and Lyons with singles. They didn't kick a goal that quarter, did the Cats. 4 goals that quarter to Clemens, or 2 to Robbins, Clemens with 1, Murphy Cohen with 2, Kelly with 2, Clark and DeVries with singles. We'll take our major break, don't go anywhere. Preliminary final action. They're looking to make it to the grand final next week. When you're looking to go back to back, we're going to see who can win it up next. We'll be back very shortly. Latrobe. They're primed and ready for finals football. The Cats, although Olveston kicking to the wind of their back. Big tackle from Jackson. Blizzard flicks it off. DeVries sets it off. Clark for the perfect start. Throwing deep inside forward 50. Marshall to Poley off the boot. Through across the line there from Drods, down into the path of Kubicki. Well up. Hodgetts got stripped, still going now. Umpire didn't call it. He did eventually, and October is going to have a Torre October. Big kick on the left, sizes it up. It's just across the face. Blizzard wheeling and going, centres the ball off now to DeVries. Braden it is. He'll bomb one from outside 50. It'll take all his might. It's swinging. Oh, it's just hit the post. So Howard now running around the arc of 50, sends this one on its merry way. And across again. We'll try fire it in as he does now. High up and under. Murphy Cohen hanging out the back. It just dances into the pocket of him around the corner. Good ball. Marshall out the back. Dawson flicked it over. This might be a chance. Todman will run in and miss again. Out of the ruck. October. Now to Clark. His kick is good to Blair. What a spare back inside. Sharman marshalling the troops, so he can't go big. But instead he goes to Murphy Cohen on the lead. This will really bring the house down as they kick into the wind and he gets it! Back to 6 points here. Kick towards our forward as we get it sorted here in the producer studio. Track down as well. 6 points to Northern. Pressure really strong. Picking it up is October. Firing a hand pass out. Now to Clemens, who drills one from outside. 50! Back to even. DeVries goes inside and hits up Kelly. Not too sure what they were, probably for home. This to get the lead. They haven't got it since the last turn. Fourth term of the prelim final. One team must go home. One team will advance to face Devonport at Latrobe next weekend. We'll be there. Brad Adam steering you through this last quarter action. It's 7-10, plays 7-4, a goal in it. Marshall in the ruck, DeVries, Kubicki's in there, Quayle. As we wait for old mate to jump the fence. We are ready to go. The last term of one of these two sides season begins now. Marshall winning the tap down. Coming in was DeVries, long socks as they go inside forward 50 with a barreling ball over the head. First to last. So Egger there with the first of the last term. Brings it back to a draw. Remember round 9. It was a draw at Olveston. That was a great day of football. I remember that one vividly. Driven into the turf is Blizzard. Oh, sorry, Clark. It's tense. Marshall ripping it out of the ruck and then scrubbing one forward. Clark. Hot on his tail was Born as the Kick out wide from Hazelwood, sits it out in the turf for Todman to run on noon. Blair hangs this kick up, just overhead is Sharman, coming through as October, runs his course, Linane hits up to Poley, bouncing quite stiff from the first time as they kick it for goal to Poley. Olveston with the lead. Sharman fires one out of back 50. Right on the toes as they go forward. Underneath was Dawson. Wolf created some good impact at ground level. Still going now is Ren Smith as they build one inside 50. Over the head of Howard. Dawson. Free kick going the way of Brandon Howard. 2 points in it here at West Park. Howard been influential. He's looking for his second of the day. Lines up. Kick is crucial. And for the moment, Brandon Howard. Ebbing and flowing. This game has got everything. If you thought the SFL was tight last week, check this one out. 9-4 to 7-12. Olveston behind by 4 points. Marshall, Bakes, DeVries, fires it out. Quayle across the left shoulder. Slipping over was Foreman. Nifty tap on. DeVries sets it. October sizes it up. Instead he elects to paddle on over. Murphy Cohen. Free kick to him. Murphy Cohen's got 2. This would undoubtedly be the biggest one yet. Probably of the season as well. In the context of this one, to regain the lead, but only regained it by 2 points. Luke Murphy Cohen with the game on his boot as it stands. He drills it really low, but he gets it. Third of the contest for Luke Murphy Cohen. Just that little paddle kick over the top from October was really delicate. It was really, really good. Luke Murphy Cohen making no mistake. We drift back in. 4.5, nearly 5 gone. DeVries sets it off and stabs one inside forward 50. Fist going from behind. October sits it out. Blair stabs on into the path of DeVries. Does well. Braden DeVries it is. Wheeling and going. Sets it from outside 50. Hangs up in the wind. Linane bringing ball to ground and soccering out is Murphy. Pringle puts it out to Egger. Shrug the tackle. Kizar does well. And now they might be off and away. Wolf pushed his man underneath it. Kubicki's going to try and track this one down. Soccering it forward is Hazelwood. West Park is rocking. Zap down from DeVries. Clark in there, gets brought to the grounds. 8-12-60, plays 9-4-58. Olveston in front by 2 in the prelim final. Tap down from Wolf as they clear the area by DeVries. Hangs up and Pringle stand underneath it. Joe Pringle. Good young player as he stabs it inside forward 50, just off the chest. Lions battling away. Clark gets tumbled over. Ball up. Marshall. Or Howard rather, Roves, snaps his own ball. It's hockey! Brandon Howard's 2 last quarter goals. 3 for the game. Wynyard back in front, it's goal for goal. Goal for goal here. 8-12-60 to 10-4-64. The wind playing a real factor. Olveston kicking into the winds. Marshall. Slatter got pushed off. Egger sits a little kick out now to Sharman. Coming through was Quayle. Sits it for Blair. Kubicki battling away at ground level. Egger. Ball up, outer wing. Marshall. Silver service to Sharman, who wheels and goes on that left boot. Just off the hands of Lions. Howard. Not for a third. Surely not Brandon Howard. It bounces over the line for a behind. Crucial behind it is. Really crucial in the context of this. 5 points it is. 8-12-60 plays 10-5-65. Wynyard in front by 5. Coming out with it is Bond. To the skipper and Quayle. Goes instantly into the corridor for Linnaeus. Escape from behind from Foreman, but they still soccer it inside forward 50. Sits it out now. Hand pass was good from Todman. Oh, just missed by to McGurk. There for Cohen, good at ground level. Kelly stuck out the pass. Olveston back in front. Back in the middle. 1 point in it. No points separated them in round 9. Decent chunk did in the first week of finals. Sharman off the hands of Bourne. Clark in there as well, gets tackled. Preliminary final for the ages, this one. Marshall. Kick off from Smith, right to the teeth. Misses everything. Dawson going to bring it back in. Benny Dawson. Chip into the path of Quayle. Ren Smith manning the mark. Quayle's kick was not good at all. Didn't sit for Clark. Marshall out of the ruck. Quayle, Egger trying to track this one. It does. It falls into the path of him. Howard's been really big this last term. Clark spills it. Slatter. DePoli tied along the boundary line in this deep pocket for the Cats. DePoli. His kick out of bounds on the bike track. So Josh Wolf will take this. 9-12 to 10-5. 66 plays 65. 1 point in it. Olveston in front. Final quarter, 11 minutes gone. High one from Josh Wolf. Who's going to sit underneath it? Howard got pushed out of it. Kelly in the back pocket takes this one as they look to go forward. Instantly out now to Hazelwood. That kick sat up in the wind. It's blustery conditions here to Todman. Todman settles and sits it. Fist back from behind from Keegan Weller. Breeze is playing the biggest factor here. It's almost like they're taking on two teams, Ulverstone. The Breeze is that strong. They're not even able to try and unload from half back. It just sits back and comes back over the head. As Linane picks this one up, coat hangers Smith. Ren Smith. Looking for an option now. The number 9 arcs up and then sends it inside forward 50 in the Howard direction. Crumbing this one is Todman. Boundary line beats everyone. Howard out of the ruck. Kubicki dance around a couple, slung forward and then sets it. Dawson playing goalkeeper, out to Clark. This vice captain nearly got taken high. This kick will be out of bounce. On the full. Maybe not. Boundary umpire right there. Good throwing considering the win. That was a really good throw. Marshall, in fact, went over the head. Sharman tried to tap it on. DeVries battling away at ground level. Kick inside forward 50 there from Kubicki. Underneath it is Bourne. So this to regain the lead if he's going to go for it. Remember the wind at his back. He's got a couple of options in the pocket in Lyons. He'll want to go to it. Hodgetts as well. Marley Bourne. To regain the lead, he's hung it out to the right. Trying to score. We're back to even here at West Park. Bond. Slatter. Back to Bond. To Quayle. Kick cut off to Wolf. Fires one from outside 50. Sets it in the Kobe Jackson direction. Flying from the clouds was Dawson. Oh, he's gone down. The sniper. The West Park sniper in there. In the stands. Gone down with a bit of cramp is Dawson. Looks okay. Quayle. Oh, kick was dicey. Trying to pick it up is Jackson. Blair soccers it forward. Hugging the boundary line. Hazelwood got slung around in the tackle. Got the hand pass away. Keeping it in there is Fleming. Smith sees this one out of bounds. 14 nearly, 15 minutes gone. We're halfway there. One team will be living on a prayer after this. Marshall. Bang back in there by Fleming. Sits it up. Whoa! Influential. Kick 2, arguably the biggest one of his year and of the game. Josh Wolf for number 3 to regain the lead for Wynyard. This game's got everything.
That's all right.
gentlemen, the winner of today's record, A.
Josh Wolf standing up. Big moment that was. Kubicki flopping around. Marshall with the tap. Egger gets a kick forward, sits it out. DeVries at the back. Well, front you could say. Marshall, Lyons, Callum Kubicki with all the Hasn't he been good today? He has been influential to say the least. 12 points. Tap down one. Todman. Lyons picks it up. Could almost go from there. Doesn't. Slipped over at the crucial time. Marley Bourne trying to swoop in. Wolf gets apprehended. Free kick going the way of Olveston. Holding the ball, Clark. Still got a bit of time left. Sits it up for DeVries. As well to Mark. Working their way down this commentary side now. Bates gets the free kick. Sends him long down the line. Wolf from the side. Todman's hand pass was in play and then bounced out. Umpire's called a blood rule on one of the DeVries. There's too many out there for me to keep track of. So Fallon now. Here's one of the DeVries, gets the tap down. Sharman laid a nice shepherd. Sharon Egger picking this one up. Does well. Line spinning out of trouble. Flicks the hand pass off to Marshall. Trying to track it down there. Is Quayle. Free kick going the way of him. Apologies for the difficulties with the technology. Quayle's out now to break the grass. Break the rise. Chips one over to DePoli. Apologies for that. Oliver DePoli now. Sends a long one in the Murphy Cohen. Path couldn't quite reel it in. DeVries slung around. Linnaeus from outside 50. On the left. Sets it up to the square. Bringing it to ground. Hazelwood coming. Flicks it back in. Zach Hazelwood working in tandem with Lucas. Nearly 20 minutes gone. Nearly into red time. 9-12, 66 plays 12-6, 78. Marshall. DePoli. Left foot kick. Sits up. Sharman knocks it over for behind. 11 points. So 9-13, not an attractive scoreboard. Whereas Wynyard 12-6 have looked really good going inside forward 50. A lot of opportunistic goals as well. Sharman's kick in is good to Foreman. To Bakes. Might get it back Foreman, or Bakes might just settle to dump it long down the line using the wind to his advantage. Got a bit of purchase on that kick. Dawson, Blair, Todman. Threw a couple of... And then just goes corridor, hits up Kelly, front on contact. Lorimer, take your pick. Kelly. Blizzard from outside 50. Oh, Lane just hung out the back. nifty little slap on there from Hazelwood. Linane, they've given up some crucial ground now of the Robins. Battling away is Fleming. Not sure what that is, really. As Fleming gets it. Wrapped up, out of sight, nearly inside the forward 50 for the Robins. Weller. Into the path now of DeVries. One-on-one, Kelly should have been taken high, I would have thought. A bomber ball into the corridor, just overhead. Kubicki, he's been so swift, barrels the ball inside forward 50. Oh, it just triples and bounces and rolls to Brandon Howard, who then goes to look from the impossible angle. Last term. Don't give him any credit for that. I did not think he made that at all. Him and Kubicki from that pocket. Ridiculous stuff. Marshall with the tap down. Sharman caught instantly by Bryce DeVries. His game's had everything. Is there one last twist? Kelly, see, kicking into the wind has been really dangerous. Quayle hangs one up. Perfect Cohen from behind. October trying to track this one down. Twisting and turning. Gets caught eventually. Hazelwood. $17 points the margin. Marshall, Blair, Linane, DeVries. Off now to Hazelwood, who sits it up for Kelly. Oh, that's contentious. Don't think that was a proper mark. Kelly slams it home for a goal. There's a pulse. 11 points. Kelly's kicked his fourth. He's been so good. Seven goals this last term. Giving up the lead though of Olveston. 11 points. 10-13, 73, 13-6, 84, 24, nearly 25 minutes gone in this last. Marshall. Kubicki bombs it inside forward 50. Howard from behind. Wolf will track this one in. It'll just bounce over the boundary line. In the right position if you're a Wynyard Cats fan. Howard out of the ruck. Sharman dancing through. Didn't expect him to be the one to do it, but they're in. Drifted down from fullback. He's moved into the middle this term. He's got them moving. Bit of fight in there. You've done nothing, Brayden. Probably the last time we'll see Olveston this year. 17 points it is. Sharman had just kicked that goal to seal it. Jackson winning this one as they go into the pocket. Howard nearly. Howard with 2 last term goals to get them firing. All became a little bit too much. Dawson, shallow throw in. Free kick going the way of Wynyard. Not too sure what for. And we go into Marshall. To get it out to 23. Marshall's been huge. Looked a little bit sore. He'll have to rest and recover this week. Heading to Latrobe. Billy Marshall. They're into the grand final. So wind is definitely a factor. We saw it in the women's game earlier. So both Wynyard senior teams into the grand final. Wynyard versus Penguin in the women's. And it'll be Devonport taking on Wynyard in the senior men's. We'll have the reserves as well for you. It'll be a big day at Latrobe. That man there, Kubicki's been big. Kicked a goal from the impossible angle. He kicked a goal this last term as well. 8 last term goals just to the Wynyard Cats. Blizzard breaking stride, sits it out to the play. We'll see you next week, Cats. Back-to-back grand finals. Wasn't easy, but we'll see them on the big stage at Latrobe. It'll be Wynyard taking on Devonport in the big dance in the senior men's. Big game from Josh Wolf with 4, and if they play like they played today, they will take it up to the Magpies. Try to look who that is on camera. Hobbling, it might be Bakes. Trying to see who that is. Not looking the best. Got the hoodie on, but they're into the grand final nonetheless. Wolf led the team with 4. Brandon Howard with 2 massive last quarter goals. He had 3 for the day. Kubicki with 2 of the most spectacular goals you'll ever see. Jackson, Sharman, Egger, Foreman, all with last term goals. Marshall and Lyons rounds us off with Murphy Cullen with 3. Jordan Kelly with 2 last term goals trying to steer his team. He had 4 for the game. Clemens and also DeVries with singles, Jonty DeVries. So, we'll see you next week. We'll have the big dance here on the AF4 Tides live stream. Xavier Williams and myself will be there. We'll see you at Latrobe. Wynyard winners by 23 points. Bye for now. Coming in was DeVries, long socks as they go inside forward 50 with a barreling ball over the head. First to last. It was October, runs his course. Linane hits up to Poley, bouncing quite stiff from the first drop as they kick it for goal to Poley. Howard been influential. He's looking for his second of the day. Lines up. Kick is crucial. And for the moment, grounded Howard. Shoulder slipping over was Foreman. Nifty tap on. DeVries sets it. October sizes it up. Instead, he elects to paddle on over. Murphy Cohen. Free kick. Luke Murphy Cohen with the game on his boot as it stands. He drills it really low, but he gets it. Third, battling away. Clark gets tumbled over. Ball up. Marshall, or Howard rather, Roves, snaps his own ball. It's Hockey! Brandon Howard! Sharman who wheels and goes on that left boot, just off the hands of Lyons. Howard, not for a third, surely not Brandon Howard. It bounces over the line for a behind. Crucial. Goes instantly into the corridor for Linnaeus. Escape from behind from Foreman, but they still soccer it inside forward. 50 sits it out now. Hair pass was good from Todman. Oh, just missed wide of McGurk. Murphy Cohen got it down over. Kelly stuck out the back. Olveston back in front. Battling away at ground level. Kick inside forward. 50 there from Kubicki. Underneath that is Bourne. Marley Bourne to regain the lead. He's hung it out to the right. Trying to score. We're back to even here at West Marshall. Bang back in there by Fleming. Sits it up. Whoa! Biggest one of his year and of the game. Josh Wolfe for number 3 to regain the lead for Wynyard. This game's got everything.
That's all right.
Marshall with the tap. Egger gets a kick forward. Sits it out. DeVries at the back. Well, front you could say. Marshall, Lyons, Callum Kubicki with all the Marshall, Zapoli, left foot kick, sits up, Sharman knocks it over for a behind. Into the path now of DeVries. One-on-one, Kelly should have been taken high, I would have thought. A bomber ball into the corridor, just overhead, Kubicki. A bomber ball into the corridor, just overhead, Kubicki. He's been so swift, barrels the ball inside forward, 50. Oh, it just triples and bounces and rolls to Brandon Howard, who then goes to walk from the impossible angle. Now to Hazelwood, who sits it up for Kelly. Oh, that's contentious. Don't think that was a proper mark. Kelly slams it home for a goal. In the right position if you're a Wynyard Cats fan. Howard out of the ruck, Sharman dancing through, there we go!